Hi everybody, welcome to Live Blogger. In this video series we are creating a Blogger template from scratch and we have almost completed the theme and this is how it looks as of now. Here we have the header, then we have the blog section, and then we have the popular post section, the contact us section and the footer, and we also have the mobile version of our website. So this is the mobile version of our website. Here we can see we have these posts over here and everything has the correct design even in the mobile version. And in the mobile version we have this menu icon over here and we can find all the menu items right here. So now in this video we will fix some issues that we have with this theme right now. So let's get started. So right now it looks alright, but let's add some more posts. So let's go to the dashboard and let's click on new post. Let me just add some random posts. Alright, so I have added two more posts over here. We have this post with the title Blogger Theme Dev Basics, and we have one more post over here, Custom Image Slider. And I have already shown you how to add Blogger posts. And in these two posts I have added an image for the thumbnail, and I also added a label over here for the first post, and then for this post I haven't added any label. So let's go ahead and see how our home page looks right now. Let's refresh our page, and here we have the header as always, and if we scroll down we can see the latest posts are being displayed over here. And if we scroll down we can see that here we don't have enough margin for the top of the next post. We can see we have this border over here and we have this post right here. But if you go to the other post we can see we have enough margin between the first post and the second post. And let's scroll down and see whether we have any other problems. And even for the last post we can see we don't have any margin between these links and this post. So let's right click and see what's going on. So let's right click over here and click on inspect. Now here we can see when we added more posts we have a new division here created called posts outer, and in that we have this date post, and in that we have the post outer. So initially we just had this post outer division. Now we have this new outer division called date outer. Now it is really easy to fix this. You have to just add a padding bottom to these divisions with the class of date outer. So let's go back to our theme and let's click on edit HTML, and let's go to our CSS. Let's see where the CSS of all the blog posts are written. So here we can see this is the CSS of the blogs. We'll just add one more selector over here and we'll type date outer, and we'll give it a padding bottom of 100 pixels. And let's save this and let's refresh our page, and now let's see whether we have the correct spacing between the posts. So if we scroll down we can see we have the first post and we have the correct spacing, the second post the correct spacing, and everything is working all right. And even for the last post we have the correct spacing. Now let's fix the other issue that we have. So if you go to the first post over here we can see we don't have any labels for this post, but we have this division displayed over here. So this is the division, and we don't have any text, so it is being displayed as blank. But whenever we don't have any labels we don't want to display even this division, we just want it to be blank. So let's go back to our code and see how we can do that. So let's scroll to the blog widget and let's find where the labels are written. And here we can see this is the includable, and this is where the labels are being displayed. So we have this span with the class of post labels, and it is still here. And in the span we have the if condition, and if we have the labels then this code over here is being executed. So now what we have to do is we have to move this if condition before the span. So this span should not be created if we don't have any labels. So let's cut this if condition from here and let's place it before the span. So now if we have the labels, then this span will be created. So let's remove this if ending from here and we will end it after the span. Alright, now all this code will be executed only if we have any labels for the post. So let's click on save and let's refresh our page and let's see whether we have the division being displayed. And now we can see that nothing is being displayed if you don't have any labels, and if you do have any labels, then we have the complete span being displayed over here. Right now the next thing we need to fix is when we display all the posts inside a label. So let's click on one of these labels over here. Now here we can see all the posts with the label design are being displayed over here, but the problem is that all the post is being displayed as it is. We don't have the short snippet being displayed like all the other index pages. So here we can see the whole post is being displayed, and then we have the read more button. In the same way, the other post is also being displayed in the same way. The whole post is being displayed. So what we want is that we want to display just the snippet of the post like we have on the home page. So if you go to the home page, this is how we want it to look. We want to have the read more button over here, and we just want to have just this part of the post being displayed. So for that, let's go back to our theme code and let's go to the CSS. That is where we have styled it. Now here we can see we have the styles for the read more button, and we have added body classes over here. So body.homepage, when we are on the home page, we want to have these styles applied to the post body, and we have also added the styles to the search view. Now what we had was the label view. So let's go back. So this is the label view. If you right click over here and click on inspect, we can see we have this body class called label view, and we had set it when we set the body classes for all the other classes. I have shown it in one of the previous videos. So let's go over here and add one more selector, and we'll add the selector for the body dot label view, and we'll type post body, and we'll do the same for the after as well. And we'll also add it over here. So let me just copy this. Read more container, and even here. Alright, now let's save this and let's refresh our page. And now if you scroll down, we can see we have the read more button, and the whole post is not being displayed. We have just the snippet being displayed. So that's it with the label view. I will also add some styles to the status message to match with our theme. So let's right click over here and click on inspect, and here we can see the selectors. We have a division with the class of status message wrap, and in that we have two divisions with classes status message body and status message border. Now let's take a look at the CSS. So right now for the status message wrap, we have these styles, and I think we can decrease the font size to 100%, so it looks fine. And we can also change the margin to a little bit higher. We'll set it to 14. So we'll change these two things for the status message wrap. So I'll just copy this selector and we'll paste it just after the footer. Alright, so here let me just add a comment, status message, and we'll just copy the selector, and we had set the margin to 14 pixels and auto and font size to 100%. Now let's go back to the design, and for the message border, let's set a height, and we'll set the height to 50 pixels, and for the message body, we can add a padding. So we'll just add a padding of say 12 pixels or even 16 pixels, and we can add a background color, and we'll add the white background color, and we'll also add a box shadow of 0, 4 pixels, 13 pixels, negative 4 pixels, RGBA 0, 0, 0 and 0.3. So these are the 3 lines of CSS we need to add for the status message body. So let me just copy these 3 lines of code, and here we will type status message body, and for the border we had set a height of 50 pixels. So let's copy this selector and we'll give it a height of 50 pixels, and let's save it, and let's see whether it works. And now we can see that we have a better styling for the status message. We have the status message for the search view as well. So let's search for something, and we can see we have the status message over here as well, and we have the correct styling. Now the next thing we'll fix is the title of our web page tab. So right now it is document. Wherever you go, this same title will be displayed. Now we want to display the title based on the page that we are on. If you're on the home page, then the title of the blog should be displayed over here, and if you are on any other page, then the title should be displayed according to that. So let's go back to our theme code, and let's go to the top, and here we can see we have this title tag, and in that we have written document. So that's why document is being printed over here. Now let's change this to a dynamic title. So for that we have to type data blog dot page title, and let's save it. And now let's refresh our page, and now we can see the title says live blogger search results for blogger. And if you go to the home page, we have the title as live blogger. Let's go to a label. Let's go to the design label, and now it says live blogger design. So the title is fixed. So that's basically it for this video. We have fixed some of the issues that we had with our blogger template. So if you have any doubts in this, you can ask in the comments below, and if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.